across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of Broadway, we welcome you inside Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Tennessee Titans. On the Rams sideline is Sean McVay. This guy's got the season started on the right foot, a home victory in the season opener. His counterpart on the Titans sideline is Brian Callahan. His guys, on the other hand, couldn't pull one out last week in the opener, so they're looking for their first win at home here in Week 2. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 14. First down, Rams.
Now it's a bootleg with Stafford. On the run to the right. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. The shotgun, it's Stafford. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Still on his feet, and he's going to be brought down inside the 15. That is a big gainer for the Rams. An even 40 yards. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyren Williams. And he's in. What a try. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Rams. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
The kick is good. Makes the score Rams 7. Titans nothing.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Jaquan Jackson on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So out come the Titans, and they are led, Greg, by Cam Ward. Same alma mater as you, University of Miami. The #1 overall pick in this past April's draft.
In last week's game, the opponent just really neutralized him, and frankly, this entire passing game. Nobody was open. When they were, he missed some throws. Offensive line had some protection issues. It just overall was a poor performance. So they understand if they're going to come into today's game and have some success, they've got to find a way to get some explosive production and some efficiency out of this passing game.
The run on first down was good for 7, and it's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Pollard. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
Titans first down. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Running here, it's Pollard. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd down.
Off play action, it's Ward. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up. A third down.
Here we go.
In motion, Okonkwo. Ward's going to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Tony Pollard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll set up 4th down.
For the Titans.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Rams offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. So, Greg, this offense comes on the road here in week 2. Look, road games are so hard in the NFL, but it's nice to hit the road coming off a win at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's amazing how winning creates more winning. It kind of has an ability to kind of build on itself. It's a snowball effect. So when you're winning, you're feeling good, everything works. And all of a sudden, you start losing, and you start questioning everything about your approach. So the key in the NFL is win or lose, you're on to the next game. And it's the team's ability to start fresh every single week, regardless of the previous week's outcome. Those are the teams that find themselves in position of the playoffs down the stretch.
They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. He'll find his tight end. It's Colby Parkinson. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8 from the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. This one complete to Atwell. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
First down, Rams.
Play action now for Stafford. Forced out wide. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and 1. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this 1st quarter will come to an end. Second quarter now. Rams in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd and long ahead. Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Formation for the Rams.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Titans offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. Greg, when you look at the AFC South, there's an appreciation for what the Houston Texans have done. A couple of different quarterbacks, a couple of different head coaches. They've really been the team over the last several years that has been the team to beat in this division. And for the others, there's been moments. The question is, what pieces can they put together to try to knock Houston off the top?
Yeah, and you know, nobody wants to be in a league, right, Mike? Your coach got fired probably for a reason. You're drafted at the top of the draft order for a reason. Typically means things didn't go great. But if you're going to rebuild, I'll tell you, you want to do it in a division where there's a lot of wins on your schedule, and that's certainly the AFC South over the last couple of years. So as bad as things feel if you're Jacksonville and Tennessee, the fact that there's not a big dog in your division, your ability to find yourself climbing up the ladder is not as far as away as it might seem in the moment.
And Greg, I've heard you say a bunch of times, if you have a quarterback, you have a chance. Well, both of the teams at the bottom of the division last year, Jacksonville and Tennessee, they've got #1 overall picks as their quarterbacks. One who's been around for a bit in Trevor Lawrence and one who's recently been drafted in Cam Ward. They have to be #1 overall pick performers for these teams to come challenge at the job.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And with Trevor Lawrence, Mike, we've seen him play top-tier #1 overall, got a big new contract. I mean, we've seen him play franchise quarterback level ball. It just hasn't been frequent enough. And then, of course, in Tennessee with Cam Ward, we're not sure what it's going to look like, but we knew in college he was incredible. So if they get the Cam Ward we saw last year at Miami, if he brings that culture-changing presence on and off the field in that locker room to Tennessee, I wouldn't be surprised to see Jacksonville and Tennessee higher up that list.
And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That's That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. Stafford now to throw on first down. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Second and 10.
Incomplete. That leads to second.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Here's Ethan Evans now, as he's on the punt for the second straight drop.
It's now fourth down.
The Titans offense make their way out to take over once more. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release, the draft. The draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind, interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
Obviously, so much attention around the quarterback position. Cam Ward goes number one, and obviously Rashador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit, I think you look at Ashton Jeanty. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back under center, Geno Smith, play action, set up that run game, play good defense? This feels like the early pass Pete Carroll took when he took over in Seattle and turned them into a Super Bowl champion.
And he will score. Tony Pollard. Touchdown Titans. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. Greg, you take a peek back and look at the NFC West in totality. Just a reminder of how quick things change. I don't think anybody in the country thought the 49ers would be the last place team in this division last year. Shows you, one, how changeable it is, but also the quality of teams in this division.
Absolutely. And I mean, they were the Super Bowl favorite, at least out of the NFC a year ago, and then to find themselves 6-11.
And they will finally track him down. Great coverage downfield. Leads to a sack. Second down, it's Stafford. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
It's third down and 12.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
And the Rams first down.
They run over center with Williams. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. This defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
Third and long.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with the fake spike, but it does not pan out. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. His kick is Perfect. And the Rams will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Good snap, good hold, really good operation by the specialist. Gives this offense the lead right before the halftime break. Now the question will be, can they build on this as they try to close this game out as we look forward to the second half?
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
26-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our trip around the NFL starts.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. Three points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. The Titans offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. You know, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchdown. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival. So you won a coin toss and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten a stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field. A lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow come over.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
We'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to have a Rams first down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 5. First down, Rams.
A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. Open man downfield is Higbee. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So, a costly penalty here. It wipes away the touchdown. Stafford now. They'll try to set up the screen here.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Kevin Winston is there on the tackle. Stafford now on third down. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. Now it is first and goal. Stafford to the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really...
To the goal line and in. Davante Adams. Touchdown, L.A. For Adams, it's career touchdown number 104. Third amongst active players, but his first as an L.A. Ram. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Rams will get out in front 17-7. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. And no return here. This is a touchback. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7-0 outside the U.S. Chiefs and Chargers last week in Sao Paulo. Great ones to follow. Vikings and Steelers in Dublin. Vikings in London playing the Browns the very next week. Broncos and Jets. Rams and Jags. They'll also play in London week 6 and 7. Falcons and the Colts are going to be in Germany in week 10. And then the Commanders and Dolphins wrap up the international slate. That's in Madrid week 11. Greg, this has been such an additive part to the NFL season, all of these international games.
And I can tell you, Mike, having played one of the international games towards the end of my career in London when I played for Carolina,
and he will go all the way. Tony Pollard, touchdown Tennessee. His second touchdown of the afternoon. Tries extra point, up and good. And the Titans are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. To midfield. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down. On play action, it's Stafford. That's the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Throwing, Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And he will get into the end zone. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. He'll start at the 4. And he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Ward. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
Come on.
First down.
Cougar 19.
First and 10 at the 43.
They give to Pollard on the option. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
13 yards on the play.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First down.
Let's
First
go
and
now.
10 at the 43-yard line.
On play action, it's Ward. Then caught Tony Pollard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams' 37-yard line.
From the gun, here's Ward. To the left side, caught by Ridley. And he won't quite make it to the pylon. He's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line.
That's another Tennessee Titan. First and goal.
The fullback trying to power it home. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
70 tips. Let's go. We got to
Shotgun snap for Ward. This one caught at the 4. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Ward. And he will score! Game on! Jake Okonkwo. Touchdown Titans. And for Cam Ward, the first overall selection in April, career touchdown pass number 1. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Rams offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
He was taken down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
a gain of 13 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up here 1st and 10. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
First down.
They'll go again with Williams. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll drop to throw. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And he'll take it on in. Davante Adams. Touchdown, L.A. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. With that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
31, Titans 21.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. The return team gonna let that one go. He'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Titans offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. When you play a tight game and lose, it kind of changes the feeling coming into this week.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, Mike, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
Gonna need a big play now. Third down and long.
Makes it third down and 12 yards to go.
Again, it's Ward. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. That's caught. No touchdown, but they are close. Gonna be first and goal. They've got it at the 3.
That's good for a Titans first down. First and goal at the 3.
Ward to throw again. It is brought in the end zone. Tyler Lockett. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Titans.
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Are you